Yeah, quite an interesting spot here at Moskito Lake. One that works moderately well, sometimes more, sometimes less. So definitely a spot where you catch something where you can also catch rare fish, but also just normal, small, standard common carp. So definitely a possibility to test this here, and definitely also the chance to catch something rare here. Yeah, and accordingly, cast out again quickly. So at Moskito Lake for rare fish, I'm curious what else will come in here. That's how it looks at the moment. So, I've been here at this spot for a good hour now. Several Midori Goi have been caught here as well. So that would of course also be a chance to catch, besides Golden Tench, the Tench, and Common Carp, also the Midori Goi here, the rare green carp that is also found here at Moskito Lake. Yeah, and Scunny posted a contribution in Discord and actually caught 6 of these koi carp here within a time of a good 2 hours. So, you definitely have the chance here for carp, keeping the whole thing relatively simple, just with pop-up raspberry. And that's exactly how I'm set up here now. However, I changed the ground bait again a bit, so the link to the post is directly under the video. That leads you, as I said, to Discord, and there you can see Scunny's post in the Moskito Lake section. I'll of course test this a bit longer here, and I'm curious what else will come in. Maybe more Golden Tench will come in as well. Why not? And of course, I'm still hoping for the green Koi Carp. That would be really nice if that comes in over time. Let's see. I'm fishing relatively light here, so with the ground light set up right now. And like I said, I'm curious what will still happen here, especially during the night. So just wait and see what happens here. From the frequency, I think you can see it quite well. There aren't that many fish. So this is not a spot to farm super high frequency and huge amounts of silver. You do have some chance for tench, but if you really want to target tench, then I would also build the ground bait a bit differently. Right now, I've built the bait completely more towards koi carp, with base aromas that are also liked by grass carp. And if you take both types, koi and grass carp, those are Asian carp species. That's why I'm using linseed here as the base and linseed again as a component. Then there's rice in it as well, and 2 versions of raspberry. So raspberry feed pellets are included, crushed boilie raspberry is included, and of course the whole thing is flavored again towards raspberry. So that's how it's built right now. And so far only loosely cast out with the spod rocket. Or, well, you can also just throw it in as balls. Loosely cast to 10 meters clip, so not a long distance at all. You can just throw it out like that. And the most important thing, if you don't use any ground bait at all, that can actually work quite well too. I tested this at the beginning without bait, and even the Golden Tench came in without any bait. So you definitely have the option to stand at this spot without using any ground bait at all. Just test first and see what fish are at the spot. That's a huge advantage of level 0 or level 1 waters. You can test quite well even without ground bait. Yeah, the position is also quite interesting. We're here at the very top of the area, and like I said earlier, just cast out loosely to 10 meters clip, and the whole thing here again just on corn raspberry, so use a pop-up rig. Artificial corn with raspberry flavor, with raspberry cream here as a dip, and the entire setup here is also relatively fine. Right now, I'm only fishing with a 22 kilogram leader. Of course, you could also test the whole thing with the classic hair rig, and then with sinking boilies or pellets. There I would go just as small as at Copper Lake. So use 14, 15, 16 millimeter boilies and pellets, rather the smaller versions, and then fish that on a size 1 hook and test it right at the same spot to see if things like Koi Carp and Tench will also come in. And like I said, if you're specifically targeting tench, then either test completely without ground bait first, or use corn as the base instead of linseed. So corn as the base, and also mix corn kernels into the ground bait, and then you push the whole thing more towards tench. Yeah, by now it's already daylight again, and it goes on and it goes on and it goes on. And of course I keep testing. So I'm curious what else will still come in, and I'm still hoping for the Midori Goi. Very important, of course, are these morning hours. Morning hours, evening hours, always important times, especially for many rare fish. Let's see, maybe there's something rare here, right? Well, just more gibble carp and small tench. So I'll keep testing here. I'll keep trying things out. If you want to test this, maybe you'll have more luck and something else comes in for you besides just tench and small common carp. I'm already quite satisfied here with the Golden Tench, with the Trophy Tench, both setting records here on Ground Light. And now I'm looking, like I said, in the morning hours until about 11 o'clock. I'll keep testing this a bit more and see how it develops. And maybe, like I said, the Midori Goi will still come in. Zach, and here we go again. The next one right after, the next tench. Yeah, at least for tench, it's not bad. I think I would push everything completely more towards corn here, just to maybe catch even more tench. Probably not a bad idea, and that might even increase the chance again for Golden Tench. I kept going a bit longer, and yeah, there it finally was. Midori Goi, unfortunately only 1.7 kilograms, but at least the fish was there, and at least another second, significantly bigger Golden Tench. I would actually tend to test this spot more towards Golden Tench. Maybe you'll have more luck with Golden Tench than I did. And on the side, the Midori Goi comes in as well. That would be something. So that's how it looks right now overall. Well, it ended up being just under 300 silver, thanks to the Golden Tench, thanks to the Tench Trophy. And yeah, even the small rare Koi Carp actually gives really good silver. So get to this spot. Just test here for these rare fish. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, tight lines.